Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm gonna deck profile with a Drytron Megalith deck I used at locals. I've been using this a couple times, about 3 times, and I've been doing really well with it. Went undefeated at this most recent locals event that I played in, and I'm just gonna jump straight into it. Playing the triple alpha, the triple zeta, triple gamma, and double delta for our Drytron names. And then the triple novas to summon all of them, the searcher for all of them, the triple emergencies, the one Meteonis ritual spell, the one Fafnir, and the one Draconids. So awkwardly, I am playing 2 diviners. The person I picked up the core from only had 2, so I'm kind of just rolling with it until I can eventually find someone who has a 3rd copy. I don't feel like buying it online at the moment. I would definitely play 3 if I had 3. I can show you the one card I slotted in for that same deck slot that it would be later at the end of the deck. Our 2 preps to search are one Benton and the other rituals if we need them, like the one Edatin, Natasha, and then the Megalith package, double full, Ophiel, and Belthor. The interaction is really neat though with this deck. Playing double Fusion Destinies, the 2 targets, Plasma and Celestial. Then we play the one Scythe, since this deck is just turbo Dagda Scythe DPE shenanigans. And then the one land so you can search and or set off the cards in the deck, like Benton and the Dagda. Then we're playing the one called by, of course, to stop hand traps, playing triple droplets in case we go second, and it's not bad going first if you just set one. And then the slot that's supposed to be the 3rd copy of Herald, the D-Force. It's funny, it's a meme. It really never comes up, but you know, if you hard draw it and they don't have an answer to your 3 monsters on the board, they have to deal with the Plasma, and this is kind of like a follow-up to after you Fusion Destiny, because you can just grab the Plasma back from your grave. And it's also funny because it triggers your Cyber Angels because they just have to be tributed, and Plasma requires tributes for its special summons, so there's some funny interactions there that can come up. Moving on to our extra deck, we have the one Link Karibo for just getting a name in the graveyard, usually when you Drytron Nova. One Dagda, one Verte, and one DPE for the standard combo line. I am actually playing one copy of Mu Beta because the person again I picked up the core from only had one Mu Beta, but like it actually hasn't come up yet where I needed the 2nd copy, and I kind of like my other targets. I've gone through and used every card in this extra deck so far in these past few weeks. Then we have our Herald and Intis for our dumps off of Diviner. The one Baron for our cheeky play with the Megalith and the Diviner synchro play. Then I'm playing one Kiki Nagashi Fucho for the funny interactions of playing against back row decks, where if they don't find a threat in just your 2 Drytron names on the board, you just make this and then try to make a Zeus as long as they don't have a Solemn or something that can negate. You're in a pretty good spot. Just don't be too greedy and make the downer if you think they have something that can interrupt you on the downer play. Like it came up where I knew the opponent had a Book of Moon because they're playing Flunder and they Pod Duality it. So I asked if they had a response on Summon with Gamma's effect. They had nothing. Or choose not to use the book, and then just made this, and then I made the Zeus, and I got to guarantee a board wipe. The one Lyrilisk Assembled Nightingale to also help with your Zeus, and it also comes up if you play against mind decks and stuff. She can still do something. We play one Beatrice to dump our extra name if we need to. It very, very rarely comes up, but it is an option that is not terrible. One Downer to go on top of our other monsters to make the 4 material Zeus, and then of course the Zeus. Play Appaloosa because we like to stop monster effects. It can come up, or like the best case scenario end board tends to be a 3 material Appaloosa plus DPE Baron, Set Scythe, Berte, and the full that's ready to summon the Belthor from the deck. Last but not least, one Borosaur to help push for game and close out games. Our side deck, I'm playing 2 Lancias to round off the 3 copies because it's really good this format and it's searchable. And you can also just set the extra copy off of your Dagda if Scythe does nothing, like in the Flunder matchup. Then triple Lightning Storm to hit monsters in back row. It came up today actually, where I was playing against Flunder. I opened double Lightning Storm, so the first turn they had Statue plus M-Pen, lightning stormed, and then the following turn they cleared my board and they just set up a bunch of back row, but they only had one monster on board because I also managed to kind of whittle down their board. So lightning storm was able to clear up the back row, and then I could just bunga bunga OTK. And then I am playing one of the other rituals as a side deck option for back row decks. It's kind of funny, and it also comes up like if you think you're gonna get scythe locked, it's another card that is a beat stick that can play under the scythe lock. And if you happen to have like the fog blades in the back row on your opponent's side, you can at least get around that since it's unaffected. You just have to deal with the DPE first. Then triple crossouts for when I know I'm going first and I know they're gonna side things like Droll and Lockbird. I actually kind of messed up my extra deck this past event and I took out the nibs on accident. So I currently do not have the nibs as a crossout target, but I have triple Droll and Lockbirds for the decks that auto lose against the Droll, and also for the crossout target, and then triple evenly matched to help clear boards. If you want my answer for the nib, I would probably cut at least one Droll and like maybe the Drytron name or one of the lightning storms or one of the crossouts just for that extra nib. But other than that, that is the entire deck profile. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be playing some replays right after this, so stick around for that. See you guys.